Hello, this is Patrick Sweeney, behavioral health clinician at Westwood Mansfield Pediatrics, and I'm here today to talk to you about concerns you may have about your child's learning in school. Now, problems with learning can occur at any time. Oftentimes we'll see them during transition periods of maybe third into fourth grade, where kids will go from learning to read to reading to learn, versus into the from the elementary to the middle to the high school, or anywhere in between for that matter. Now, it's important to keep in mind that learning is a multidimensional process that takes into account neurological factors, cognitive factors, and sometimes even social factors. All of these combined can have an effect on a child's learning. So what I want you to talk to you today about is what the options you have are in the event that you have concerns about your child's learning. If a teacher is in agreement with you about your concerns, then it may be time for an evaluation of your child. Now, this is called a team evaluation, and it takes place within the school setting. It requires a letter from a parent requesting such an evaluation. And what you would do is, I would like my son or daughter to have a full team evaluation, and you list what your concerns are. Okay? It is important to keep in mind that if you're a parent that wants your child to get all A's and they're just getting B's, that is not a sufficient reason to request an evaluation from the school. We're looking at a significant impairment in their functioning. So what does an evaluation entail? Well, basically what the typical evaluation will look at is your son or daughter's cognitive abilities and their educational skills. Occasionally, speech and language may be measured, their pragmatic language skills and things like that, and sometimes an occupational consult will be brought in to look at their handwriting if that's an issue. But these evaluations are done over a 45 school day period. You have the right as a parent to request in writing, you must request in writing, to have those reports sent to you prior to the team meeting so that you have a chance to go over them, make highlights, questions, and things that you can bring to the team. Now, at the conclusion of such a meeting, there will be a determination whether or not your child qualifies for special education services. Now, keep in mind, there are 11 categories in which a child may fall under the coverage of special education services. I have listed them right here. Now, in order for that qualifying criteria to be met, a child must be demonstrating a significant impairment, as I mentioned before, in academic functioning. Simply average grades, or maybe even slightly low average grades, are generally not going to constitute special education services. Now, oftentimes, if there is a determination of no need for special education services, sometimes the school will consider what they call a 504 plan, which is an accommodation plan. The difference between special education and 504 plans is simply special education provides direct instruction, whereas a 504 plan provides accommodations for a student, which may be extra time on tests, frequent breaks, things like that. In the event your child has been denied 504 or special education, you have the right to appeal. The Parents' Rights brochure is available on the Department of Education website in a multitude of languages and can also be accessed at this address right here. Here provides all of the questions you may have about your rights as a parent to appeal decisions you do not agree of, and the things you should expect when a child is receiving special education services. So I hope this is helpful. In the event any of your children have special education services and you have questions about the evaluation process, reports, scores, interpretation of such, please give my office a call and we'd be glad to go over it with you. Have a great day.